Content farms. While here on YouTube, you enjoy watching creators. Now, depending on who said YouTuber is, they may not post as often as you wish they could. Or sometimes you wish that they would post significantly less. Solely for the reason that their content sucks. It's, well, it's certainly original. Ain't nobody gonna be copying you to do this, that's for sure. And I am once again disappointed by the existence of human beings. But what happens when you take this content and post 5 times a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? You are met with what is called a content farm. Why? Well, because it gets a lot of views, that's why. The more views you get equals the more people who watch advertisements on your videos, which then in turn gives you more money. And speaking of which, did you guys get an ad there? If you didn't, well, this is awkward. And that is what matters most to content farms. We're going to be talking about what a content farm is, the different types of content farms, as well as just my general opinion on it. So, let's get into it. What exactly is a content farm? Now, when you look it up online, a content farm is a channel on YouTube or any other popular website that only exists to spam content out that makes them money. How people do this usually is they will hire an insane amount of editors. Like, they will gather an entire army's worth. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if they have them editing in an office building, Mr. Beast style. A lot of these content farms produce brain rot, and I'm not calling it that because I'm not a big fan of it. I'm calling it that because that's exactly what it is. Bright colors, loud noises, fast editing, easily digestible garbage. I understand that's a lot coming from somebody like me, the tier list guy, but I don't care if the world turns its back on me and suddenly starts defending this. I will stand on this hill all alone if I have to for the rest of eternity, as long as it means standing up to this type of content and calling it out for being the garbage that it is. One of the most popular short form content farms here on YouTube is a channel called Lanky. At the time of recording, Lanky has a whopping 38.4 million subscribers, and if that wasn't enough, they have 11,000 videos. Upon looking at their channel, yes, this is exactly what a content farm is. They post multiple times a day, and their content lacks a severe amount of substance. Yeah, upon watching that for more than 3 seconds, I would not be surprised if someone just healed over and had a seizure on the ground. And the thing is, this channel does phenomenal for views. Posting multiple times per day and gaining anywhere from 80 to almost 300,000 views per video, these guys must be the Scrooge McDuck of YouTube. And if you take a look at their thumbnails, oh god. It's like they just went into Photoshop and turned contrast and saturation all the way up to 100. Now, I'm not a dick, so I'm not going to say it's just Lanky. It's other people too. Another popular one is Max Design Pro. It looks to be an animation channel with nearly 10 million subscribers. But you know, if we mosey on over here and we take a look at the content, you will see, yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing as Lanky. The only difference really being how much they upload and the fact that it's 2D animation instead of 3D. Max Design Pro seems to love this chicken nugget a little bit more than he loves the money itself, because bro, this chicken nugget is in nearly every single one of his shorts. It's always the same thing too. It's the chicken nugget, and then something happens and you need to like the video in order to save the chicken nugget from a certain demise. Brother, I guarantee no one would give a single flying hill hickory fuck if the chicken nugget ended up getting hit by a car. Another YouTuber that could be considered a content farm is Quibble Cop. As some of you may know, Quibble Cop did a switch from real content, which wasn't good, mind you, but at least it was human. But he switched to AI-generated garbage. Like, actually AI-generated. He would use an AI model of himself, not only for his character, but also for his voice, which would do all the work for him. So he literally would just sit back, kick his feet up, and he would generate hundreds of thousands of views. Eventually, everybody clowned him for this because, let's be honest, it's a really stupid idea, and people are obviously going to see through through it. So he ditched the entire AI model thing, and he's now uploading every few days. The content is still pretty bad, and it seems that the only thing that he is using AI for is thumbnails. I mean, take a look at this. Weakest to strongest Hulk in GTA 5. What is this art? Now, I'm going to get one thing straight. The people watching this type of content aren't bad. Yes, I will say it. iPad kids are really annoying, especially the types of comments they leave on videos.
Did you know that double tapping this comment will actually like it?
And yes, the content they watch is horrible. It is so bad. There's nothing that these iPad kids can say that is going to be able to defend this type of content. Now, to all of my fellow Gen Zers who may be watching this, I hate to break it to you, but the content that we watched wasn't that much better. MLG videos, those Minecraft school shorts, that Roblox The Last Bacon Hair thing. Okay, that made me cry. When you mention any of these things, it's like a Vietnam War flashback. I just immediately think back to how many hours I would spend sitting on my couch watching these on my Amazon Fire tablet. MLG clips was, I think, one of the first brain rot things I remember ever seeing. You had the green screen in the back, you had loud noises, the air horns, Doritos, Mountain Dew, snipers, those stupid little pixelated sunglasses. Another popular creator was Exploding TNT. He was the original AI brain rot, I'm pretty sure. He would have an AI voice in the background and a pink sheep, and it would just, yeah, be bright colors, but in Minecraft. Back then, Minecraft content farms is what Roblox content farms are today. Okay, this is going to sound really dumb. So hear me out on this, but I think it's kind of sad. Specifically, looking at Quibble Cop, who we talked about earlier, when you go back on his content, sure, it wasn't the most transformative, it was nothing special, but all that aside, you can still tell that a human made it. And the videos are relatively cool, he's just doing his own thing, really. But the more that you scroll down, all you have to do is look at the thumbnails and tell when the shift started to happen. And listen, that's no problem. Money's sick, dude. But the content just takes such a nosedive to the point where you're shameless enough just to say, yeah, I'm going to let AI generate all my comment. Like, bro, come on. What's the point of making content if it's not you doing anything? That is the reason why people tune into you. That's the reason that people tune into me, because it is a real person behind the screen just conveying their opinions or telling stories, really whatever. And that's what I think makes this website, YouTube, so beautiful. People all around the world are able to make these creations and put it out to the world for others to see and enjoy. And that is why I love YouTube so much. If you guys want to watch something similar, check out my video on brain rot. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and to all of my wonderful non-AI subscribers. Wake up, filthy. Yeah. My emo bitch like something said that she's so dark. She was walking too fast and I heard that hit it dark. I was walking too fast.